This is Rob Tebbutt for Boxing Social. Delighted to be joined here today at BT Tower by unbeaten heavyweight prospect Nathan Gorman. How are you, Nathan?
Very well, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, very well. Always a pleasure to sit down and speak to you.
Thank you, same, likewise.
So, we're here today to announce the spectacular BT Sports programming. First and foremost, what do you make of what they've got coming up?
Massive, you got the fight Saturday night, GG and Canelo-2, massive, probably two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world going at it again. Then you got the heavyweights, the big boys. You got Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world, versus Deontay Wilder, the colourful American, with probably the biggest KO ratio in many years, fighting in December. Then we got Warrington and Frampton. That's a cracker, 3 crackers there. So fair play to Frankie, and BT Sport. They're pulling off big fights and mega nights.
You dress the part. You also talk the part. You can maybe a job as a pundit soon.
Do you want to swap then? You can get punched in the face.
I'm okay, thank you. I'm okay. So yeah, let's start off with what's coming first. So Canelo and Golovkin tomorrow. What did you make of that rematch?
It had to happen, really. Controversial. The first time round. I thought some people thought it was a draw. Some people thought Canelo won. Some people thought GG won. I reckon if I had to pick GG, but it's one of them things, and so it was a controversial fight. What had to happen again, and it's happening this time around. Canelo looks very slimmer framed, so I reckon GG, possibly late stoppage, if not via wide points margin. That's why I'm going to back him.
A lot's been made about kind of the layoff, the delay. Obviously, you had the doping issue. Do you think that's going to play any kind of factor in the fight?
It very well could do, but you're talking about two major world champions, so I doubt something like that will off-put them. But it's been a year in the making, isn't it now? Where it should have been 4 or 5 months really, they should have had the rematch done, but a year in the making, it's a long time, isn't it? Like you said, it could put an off-put, but time will tell, really. Somebody
else we've mentioned at the start of this interview, Tyson Fury, by all accounts, is going to face Deontay Wilder. You just said December, I didn't, but I'm going to take that as gospel. What do you make of that fight?
Very good fight. I do believe our man Tyson will bring the belt home. People are going off of what they saw against Pianetta and, Safiri. He only done 15 rounds in 2.5 years. That's what people are saying, but they're not corresponding with the 200 or 300 what he's been doing in the gym, looking better than ever. He's probably looking as good now as he was against Vladimir Klitschko. And we all know what he likes doing when he goes abroad into the back garden and taking belts away. So I'm fully backing him.
What do you think is going to be the difference when he steps into the ring with Deontay Wilder?
Obviously, Deontay, unbeaten record. He'll want to protect that. He's a massive puncher, let's be fair. If you itchy, you go in. That's the way it is. And he's a champion in his own back garden, so he'll want to keep that belt, and I think he'll do anything to keep that belt. And he's a young fresh man as well as Tyson.
You're somebody who knows Tyson Fury better than most people. Are you surprised at how quickly he's decided to take this fight?
Yeah, without a doubt. You got to look, in the space of a year, Tyson's lost 10 stone, had a comeback, had another fight, and now he's fighting the WBC heavyweight champion of the world in the space of 1 year. It's magnificent in my eyes.
What kind of personality does it require to go through all of that? I mean, to shed 10 stone in weight, to come back and have a couple of fights and then fight the most dangerous one-punch hitter in boxing?
Exactly. Tyson, I'd say, from being around him, he's very mentally strong. If he says he's going to do something, he'll do it. He said beforehand when he fought Vladimir Klitschko, he'd beat him. No one would believe him, would they? But himself and his own family and people what knew him, and he'd done it. So he's very mentally strong. Like I said, he's to lose 10 stone, that's another person. And he's lost that, had 2 fights, and now he's fighting, like you said, probably the world's dangerous puncher. So.
How much does it motivate you seeing that? I mean, as you say, you know Tyson very, very well, both inside the ring and outside the ring. How much of a motivation is that to you to see him take these challenges, to see him come back?
Big motivation. When I walk into the gym, I got Tyson, the former unified champion of the world. You got Ricky Hatton, my coach, so there's some motivation around there. There's champions in my gym and I'm training alongside of them, so it's unbelievable motivation. And like you said about Tyson there, coming back and stuff, he's very mentally strong, and I'd like to think that's a big part in his role. He's very highly mentally strong.
Now, I've just sat down with your coach, Ricky Hatton. Tell me a little bit about your relationship. It seems to be a blossoming relationship, and you're developing at a rate of knots. Talk to me a little bit about working with Ricky.
Unbelievable, Ricky's second to none. That's fair. He's been there, done it, and he's fought the pound for pound best. He's took 30-odd thousand to Vegas. He's probably one of the best British boxers to come out of Britain in my eyes. You know, he's a British icon even to this day. And every day I'm learning in the gym with him, and I'd like to class him as an extremely good friend as well as my coach, you know. Like you said, it's a blossoming relationship, what's getting better and better, you know. I like to believe I'm getting better, and, you know, Ricky's bringing me on day in and day out.
Your last fight against Sean Turner, you showed a little bit of a different side to your game, fighting on the inside, fighting with a little bit more spite in your work. Is that something that you've been working on in the gym?
Yeah, you know, I've been working on religiously with Ricky, you know, inside work, you know, more spiteful shots and things. It was a thing I was working on for about 12 weeks prior to Sean. But like I said, you got to add all stuff to your game. You know, you got to have your inside work, your boxing ability, your hit and move. You got to have all that and combine it into one package, and that's what we're trying to do.
And just lastly, your own rival, as it were, was here today. Daniel Dubois, that's been a fight that's long been talked about as a potential clash between you down the line. When you're in a room together, I'm always quite curious to know this. When you're in a room together, do you lock eyes? Did you say hello today? Is there any kind of tension between you?
There's no tension, but, you know, I don't think we get on much, you know. We never spoke to each other, we never nodded, no hellos, no handshakes, but we're rivals at the end of the day. We're both in the heavyweight division, you know, and everyone keeps locking arms with our names, you know, like you said, where Daniel's mentioned, I'm mentioned, and vice versa. You know, it's a fight. What's going to happen? And it's going to be a big fight when it does happen.
Something that I asked Daniel about, I won't tell you what he said because I'm going to ask you the same question. You're two people who have spent numerous rounds together in sparring. Can you take anything from that as you head to a potential clash in the new year?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I know Daniel inside and out, so I know exactly what he's going to bring when we fight.
It's interesting because he said no.
Yeah, that's Daniel, isn't it?
Return to the ring, October the 6th. How's preparation gone? What can we expect to see from Nathan Gorman in Leicester?
Very good. You know, preparation's been going well. I've had 6 weeks training already. You know, I've got another 3 weeks left, so it's been a 9-week camp. It's just a 6-rounder, you know, to get back out, you know, get back in the ring. You know, and hopefully we're pushing for November or December, you know, for a major title, if not defend my title. So hopefully another step up in opponent again and just keep performing, basically.
Okay, well, a very sharp, very dapper looking Nathan Gorman. Thanks very much for speaking to Boxing Social. You're being ushered away now. Catch up with you soon.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.